So IGN just released this new post that says AI was the star of CES 2024. Just focused on basically AI in gaming. And while I hate the idea of AI replacing actual artists, I do think it has strong application, especially in the gaming and technology world. Wow, Brandon, AI being big in tech, revolutionary. No, but seriously, in video games, imagine like you're building this massive expansive world. If you implemented AI, technically you could have an infinite worlds, right? You could have infinite worlds and actually have content in them. For example, there's a lot of games that made big promises like No Man's Sky when it first launched, or Starfield, and basically they all said the same thing. There's a lot of planets out there, there's a lot of worlds, and you can explore it as much as you want. Obviously, if you have a human team, there's limitations to that, right? Humans are not going to be out here just recreating an entire freaking universe. It's not possible. But with AI, technically, you could do that. You could also have NPCs who think that they're real, basically role-playing with you, which could be pretty cool and dynamic. For example, if I were talking to an NPC and I were talking into my mic, or if I were typing something out, they could respond to that. That's pretty cool, and that's only possible with AI, right? No way a narrative designer could do that because it's in real time. That being said, the only issue with all of this is that there would be a lot of stuff that is not checked by a human. So, for example, if we created a video game that had an infinite universe and you can explore everything and everything was very populated and awesome and all that stuff, even the game devs would not know what is out there. So you just have no idea. How could you check something like that, you know? Or even if you had an AI that was in the game, I'm sure it would be very entertaining to see what the AI says, how it reacts, all that kind of stuff. But also, the game devs can only program it to a certain extent and, have certain checks to prevent it from saying bad racist things, right? But at the same time, it's also kind of out of their control, right? It's hands off the wheel a little bit. So that aspect of things, on one hand, makes games possible to be massive scale. It also enables for game developers to put out content a lot faster. It took us 10 years or so for the GTA announcement. I'm sure that games are going to be shipping out just a lot faster these days as they start to implement AI into their actual process. But I do want to be clear. Certain things I do think AI should not be touching, such as the art direction, the general narrative direction of the game. You have to have a human actually creating the backbone and story of all of it. Even if you have NPCs that are basically AI, how those AI acts should be created by a narrative designer. Voice actors, motion capture, a lot of the art, and even higher level narrative writing, I think shouldn't be touched by AI. Because if you have AI doing everything, all the games are going to feel the same, guys.